Just want to get everyone's attention. So this is our first game launch, and it's from NSCC students created these games, and we had another soft launch in the eSports Center in Truro, and we were lucky enough to have a launch here. And what I would like to do is have each of the groups of the games select someone to come out and talk about their game. So I would like to start over here with Photon, or not Photon, sorry. That's
the other side.
Okay, Photon.
Yeah, so my name is William Boudreau. I am a second-year game programmer, and this is my project. My project. I worked on a team of 4 other students made up of Gold here, my lead programmer, that I have my lead artist Aiden, and my lead sound designer Will. We do have our lead designer who's not here today, sadly, he's Dylan. Pretty much this project, one of the core concepts of it was we wanted to make sure that we didn't overscope it, as many projects tend to do, especially when you're just starting making the first game. And so we wanted to make sure that we introduced simple mechanics that we could expand upon and introduce later complexity, which is why not every puzzle you see is as simple as the last one. And so over time, we pretty much evolved it from the tutorial level to this level now, as you see in level 1, where essentially we want to slowly introduce mechanics until eventually we kind of just let you loose on the 3rd level, not much direction. The whole idea is that you kind of understand exactly where you need to go. But essentially one of the biggest challenges that the group and I had was mainly, even though we tried to still aim for simplicity, there was a lot of found work in some of the bugs that we found, just trying to make sure everything worked together, because obviously everything has its own rules, but it's about trying to make sure that all those rules still work together. And so as we played through, we found a lot of those bugs we haven't fixed, and what we have now as our final product. This is we put on Steam. We're getting to the final process now of getting our Steam page set up, and then eventually we should be able to have a date at some point in the future. Yeah, I'll pass it off to my team now if they want to make any other comments or anything.
So as you said, we're going to be putting it on Steam soon. Most of us are on LinkedIn. If you ever wanted to find us, just ask us. We can give you that. We'll probably post about it there, because that's just kind of what you're supposed to do. And there's also hopefully going to be posters and stuff around our campus in Truro. That's coming soon. Yeah.
And you'd like everyone to?
And I'd like everyone to wish list it, because that helps us in traction. Yes.
Thank you, you guys. Second game I'd like to know or introduce to is What Lies Frozen. Take it away.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Ryan LeBlanc. I'm the lead sound designer for What Lies Frozen. I'm going to have my colleague Noah here playing while I explain what the game is about. So, if any of you are familiar with PT, it's very PT inspired. It's a psychological horror experience, and it's supposed to be a very atmospheric, and it's supposed to like transform you into the world. It has a unique gimmick. All the assets are completely hand drawn, so it has a very nice art style. And the theme of the game is very puzzle heavy. And basically you play as the wife of a husband, and you loop through you're in the same cabin over and over again. You're going to unlock the basement door, you go down the basement door, and then you end up in the same cabin. So it's like over and over, you're in this constant loop. It's really meant to mess with your mind. And challenges we've had. Actually, this whole project turned out to be something completely different from what we initially planned, but throughout making it evolved pretty nicely, and it turned into something that we're very proud of. And we are launching it on Steam very soon. The announced date is April 30th. You can wishlist it right now. It'd be very helpful to all of us, and we'd really appreciate it. So it's really hard to show it off in like this sort of sense, because it's really meant to like be played with headphones and like transform you into the experience. But yeah, there's a story to follow along, and
and soon it's going to be on VR, I hear.
Who said that?
That's a lie, Crystal. That's a lie.
Stop spreading rumors, Crystal.
No, a wish list would support us greatly. We're just trying to put ourselves out there and, just say we launched an actual title. So, again, I was just saying that it's really hard to give it like the intended experience here because like we have this radio in the game that kind of tells you what to do. So, yeah, thank you guys.
Let's go, Noah! You have a QR code handy?
We're gonna have a QR code ready.
You have it somewhere around there?
Yeah.
Moving on to the next one, and it's called Nightlings. One of you like to talk about it? Go for it, Dylan.
So, Nightlings is a game concept where you are a kid who is left at home alone over the weekend. So, but at night, there are these
Nightlings.
Nightlings. Yeah, there's creatures that try and break in through different entry points. And, so it progressively gets harder. Each night opens up 2 new activities. So they'll try and break in through different entry points throughout the house. And am I missing anything? I don't know. That's pretty
So
much.
you don't want to tell them, is that it? Because you're going to have to discover how to stop the
Yeah,
Nightlings.
yeah. It's
No
coming to
spoilers.
Steam, so you have to play it.
They're missing part of their team today, too.
Yeah.
Most of our team.
We're missing most of our team.
That's okay.
Oh, both of you.
Anyway, it is scary. I played it. It has a bunch of jump scares, and it's scary. It's scary. All right. Thank you. Final game is called Cauldron Chaos, and would someone like to take it away here?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Matt. I am the lead sound designer on Cauldron Chaos. Here with the rest of my team. So we've got our lead programmer Adrian, game designer Lucas, the artist Colton, and project manager and 2D artist Sasha. So one thing you might notice that's a bit different about our game is that every other game is kind of dark. A little bit gloomy. So we tried to go a little bit against the grain here and try to make something that pops a little more. So we decided to make a sort of light, funny game about trying to manage a potion store while the head alchemist is away. So throughout the game, you'll have to manage this shop, providing various potions with different recipes to your customers, while goofy things like your goblin getting loots happen, helping to inject a little bit of chaos and variation into the game. So a lot of this is, if you guys are familiar with the game Overcooked or the classic Flash game Papa's Pizzeria, we've got a lot of that DNA in here. And really the main goal was to create something that was just a fun experience for anyone to play. This is coming to Steam TM soon. Although we have no timeline for when that's going to happen. So one day you may see this, and one day I hope you wishlist it. But don't worry about it today.
Thank you, everyone. That's 4 months of work with teams involved to make this product. They went through so much polishing to try to get it to the level that it is now. And as true artists, they all say we want to do more, we want to add more in. So I really hope everyone has a chance to play. Everyone that came here, play each one and enjoy the experience, please.